everybody. Welcome back to another I Win Morning Show. We are super excited to be back with you on today. It is the last show of the year, not of the season, but definitely the last show of the year, and we are super excited. I'm thinking to myself, most people are already off work, except for people like me and others. But if you already are off of work and you're checking out the show live, like, share, make sure you connect people to the conversation. But also, if you are off work, God bless you, because I know that everybody is itching to be off for the holidays, to be with family, friends, community, and loved ones. So super excited. Now, if you are tuning in live, like my good sister Maritza, all the way from Philly, make sure you let us know where you're watching from. We are coming to the end of the year, so of course we're going to be talking about all things that happened in 2023, but also, of course, continuing to prepare for 2024. Now, again, this is the I Win Morning Show. Dr. Danny, Tanya, and I are super excited about today's conversation and also a special guest we have today. So you don't want to miss the conversation. Now, again, make sure you like, share this out with other people. Let us know where you're from. It is early on the last work week of the year. For some people, they are already starting their new year. They're already on break. They're already getting ready. I have on my favorite teacher holiday shirt. I'm not going to tell you how long I have been wearing this shirt on the last Monday of the week in my 19 years in education. But this is my favorite holiday shirt. Now, top of the morning again to everyone. Go ahead and like, share, love the conversation, and we are going to get right into one of my favorite aspects and segments of the I Win Morning Show, which is Jay's Corner. I'm thinking about maybe asking our production team to add some music in the transition of the slides when they come on, like, something fancy. I might be doing too much, but Jay's Corner today, guys, it is the end of 2023. By the time you guys see us again, it'll be a new year. It'll be still winter, so it'll be the same season, but new year. And, we'll be focusing on what we're going to accomplish for the year. I would definitely say in Jay's Corner, my biggest thing for today is thank you. I know that this has been a rough year for a lot of people. I've had loved ones who have passed away. Still praying for my cousins who have lost parents during this season. My best friend who has had parents transition during this season. So definitely thankful, but also just being mindful of the absence of joy for some people. And so just, making us all aware of that the holiday time can be very exciting for some of us, but a lot of us have some very deep, dark, troubling things that we battle with through the holidays. So sending out an attitude of gratitude on this morning. And again, we have our last foundation event of the year today to support the seniors in our community. This Saturday, we were able to celebrate our grandparents and caregivers who are raising school-age children. Hey, listen, you can support our work. LiliesFoundation.org. We support grandparents, aging guardians, seniors, and caretakers who are raising school-age children. We had a phenomenal time. We also had our very first board retreat to get ready for the new year. I'm excited, y'all. That's all I can say is I am excited. You should be ready today to get your Halloween 2024 Masquerade Ball tickets. Last thing in Jay's Corner, the Masquerade Ball next year is going to be dynamic. I know Tanya normally misses it for homecoming, but for 2024, the Halloween Masquerade Ball theme is 80s edition. Y'all, we taking it back to the 80s. Some great things happened in the 80s. The theme is going to influence the food, the music, the entertainment. So LiliesFoundation.org is where you can go get those tickets. My last thing about the ball is we always have Hassan Green as our headliner. The brother is returning with his band this year. If you like live music and soul music, then you definitely want to be in the place. Wherever you are in the nation, you can travel to Atlanta Saturday, October the 19th. Doors open at 5:45. Tickets are on sale. They are $50, but if you wait till August 1st, baby, those tickets will be $75. We are tried and true, and we are proven. We're going to bring you a good time, good food. Also, for the very first time, we have a relative of one of our Lilies who will be performing, my dear cousin, Chrissy T, out of Ohio. Now, let me tell you, she sings down. Now, I know I'll be playing a little bit. When I do some, harmonies here and now and again on the show. But my cousin is a music teacher and she sings down. So you talk about Anita, a little Tina, a little Aretha, of course, some Whitney. It's going to be amazing, y'all. So go ahead and get your tickets for the 2024 Halloween. And that's it for Jay's Corner. Now, y'all know I have a bone to pick with somebody this morning. We're trying all these new things with technology, but Tanya, these glasses are giving me end of the year, and I'm ready to wind down.
Because I'm on vacation, and you are giving me
wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed.
Baby, listen, let me tell you something. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so good to see everyone this morning.
Yes.
Because we are on vacation. Right. Okay. So listen, I love y'all because I'm here. And top of the morning to you and cheers. I had to have my coffee in my mom's squad cup. Mm-hmm.
Yes, coffee. No coffee, but I got some tea. Not the tea with Tanya just yet, but I do have my tea this morning.
But good morning. And it's so good to see you. It was so good to see that you actually took some time off and you were in Miami. I was a little jealous because I wanted to be in Miami at Art Basel this year, but there's always next year. Yes, I see you and Ray took some time off. And also, happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary to my parent-in-laws. They are my parents,
Yeah, happy anniversary to the in-laws.
Family differently, but I'm excited for them. 53 years, and
that was amazing.
They're still going, and just wishing them lots of happiness, peace.
And I love that because you all are from two families who the parents are still married and the marriages have had longevity, and that's always a good sign. So I love that. Always, us edifying the Black family and community. Listen, keep hope alive.
Yeah, keep hope alive, y'all. Listen, we are super excited. Now, as you guys noticed, Dr. Danny is not on with us. Dr. Danny is super fly, y'all. She is traveling around the world. Her first stop right now is in New York City doing a press tour. She is on the move, doing some phenomenal things. Yes. We are going to hear from Dr. Danny on today, and we also have a special guest today. So this is kind of like a reunion of sorts, but it's going to be phenomenal. Now, Tanya. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, it's not the special. Okay. I did, y'all, look at Dollar Tree though real quick. If you are struggling to find representation, that you want to put around your house for the holiday, good old Dollar Tree. All right, I had to get that in there. I thought this was our special guest, but okay.
Y'all better get y'all some Kwanzaa stuff and then take that with you into the new year.
December 26th. Now be ready and prepared because I'm rocking a little reminder up here this morning that we celebrated this holiday season, kicked off celebrating Hanukkah.
Okay, that's right.
Many people are celebrating Christmas. Yeah. And then many people will be celebrating Kwanzaa. So this is a very festive and celebratory time of year.
Yes.
And happy holidays to all of you, whatever you're celebrating this time of year.
Most definitely. And I know for Kwanzaa, I want to kick in some of those steps, especially the financial empowerment, building community. All of those things are important. And I ain't gonna go there this morning. They are really important. Black community, Black churches. I really wish we would. These are the things when we talk about all year. or throughout the year, challenges that we see in our culture, with our people,
Mhm.
in our communities. And I'm like, but we had ancestors that wrote out solutions. Why are we not following them? But you know what, y'all, we ain't gonna go there on this morning, because Tanya does have some tea for us this morning. So I don't know if y'all have y'all cups ready, but baby, if you don't, you better go ahead and get ready, because it is tea time with Tanya.
Good morning. Let me just start out with some good old community and say that this weekend in Atlanta was the 40th annual Mayor's Mass Ball. And this ball, 40 years, guys, raising money for HBCUs. And this year, they raised, I believe, over $2 million for HBCUs. I was impressed with that number, and it warmed my heart, and I'll tell you why. I have some good community personally. This past Wednesday, my youngest son graduated from college. I graduated from Georgia State. And when I tell you that when I've looked out, so congratulations, Joshua Nathaniel Buford, also known as Yael, the baby of the bunch. I'm so proud of you, and I want to gloss over that moment. We beat a hell of a lot of statistics to get to that day as young Black men. What warmed my heart was how many young Black men and young men of color that I saw graduating, with over 500 graduates in that crowd. The joy that I saw in the faces outside with the picture taken as I looked on my timeline, from bachelor's degrees to master's degrees to doctorates, all of the young people graduating. I want to say congratulations, but there were so many young men of color, and that warms my heart. Now, some may say, oh, you don't need a college degree. You can do this and you can do that. But baby, we always need more as a community. And if I have to explain that to you, then that's another show. So I wanted to shout out the community for that. Also, another shout out for nonprofits. Lily's Foundation leading the way with all that they've done in the community this weekend, period, but this year, but this weekend, to celebrate and support grandparents who are raising grandchildren who are very embedded in the lives of their grandchildren. Lily's Foundation came through to help them with giving and gifts and everything that they need, as well as I was able to participate with the nonprofit I work with, CORE. We were able to provide over 500 gifts to about 30 families. And there were things that they needed. I love the moms were putting pots and pans, and I need a Keurig or a coffee maker, or just general things. The children needed, devices that they could use more than a Chromebook at home. And then we did the basic things. You know me, if they had me on the shopping, baby, I'm going old school. But your grandmama gonna always give you some socks, some underwear, some t-shirts. You can get a good pair of pajamas. You can get a robe. You get some hygiene products, okay? So that never fails, because we can never have enough of those things. But so many things happening in the city, but I wanted to highlight the good things that are happening. Holiday sales are on. If you don't celebrate any of this, it's a good time to get things that you may actually need, because appliances are on sale. And also, we talked a little bit about it last week, but research where you can get electronics that are not coming from the Congo, because of the resources that are being pillaged and plundered there, and all of the atrocities that are happening in the Congo right now with our people. So a little bit of news, a little bit of tea. I didn't have anything too juicy. And most of all, those of you that are traveling today, baby, get to Hartsfield International about 3.5 hours early. Okay, you heard it here first.
Not you heard it here first. For those who are traveling for the holidays, please be safe. We've been, of course, everybody is watching the news and seeing the reports. So please be safe. If you are tuned in this morning, thank you. This is the last show of the year. Of course, next week we'll be off for a major holiday. Holiday season is very interesting. So many things that we can talk about and focus on for this year. But before we get into the conversation, we have a couple of surprises, I believe, on this morning. So super excited. Again, thank you for tuning in. If you can, like, share, tag others into this conversation, I want to go to those who are viewing live and have the ability to comment. On last week's show, we highlighted wins of 2023. Y'all, we're getting ready to close out this year. It's 7 days into Christmas, 14 days to New Year's Eve. And so we're at the end of 2023. And so we want to know, what are your wins? What is one thing that you would consider a win? And we want to hear from you at this time. Now, let's go. Now, while we're doing that, I am also going to do something very interesting, because our special guest is like the whiz, the designer, the person referred to as the, almost like Megan Thee Stallion, but this person is also known as the T-H-E-E. I see them shaking their head, but they know that they are the brand master. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's okay, because
now you know
them. But you can also go to liliesfoundation.org and check out some of the amazing work, because let me tell you that Lily's Foundation is already prepared for 2024, because the brand master himself, no other than Dr. JT, has us set and ready. We are excited to have him back on the show today to close us out for this year. He got his own story to tell y'all, and we're going to let him do that. But while you are listening, tuning in, connecting people to the conversation, thank you for tuning in to the I Win Morning Show. We want to know your wins. So drop in the comment section, what is one of your biggest wins for this year? JT, the brand master, my brother, welcome back to I Win.
What's going on?
We all have our colors in sync. We did not plan this.
Did not plan it.
Let me tell you, these are not early risers, so they just got up literally like this. Like Beyonce said, I woke up like this.
Don't come for us unless you send
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
You know, JT got his Barry White voice on, baby. I am here for it, honey.
Listen, pray my strength in the Lord.
Hallelujah. All right, listen. I'm excited about reading some of the wins in the comment section. For those who don't know, we love JT. He popped his head in a couple of weeks. We were supposed to have this particular show a couple of weeks ago, and there was an unfortunate tragedy that happened in Atlanta that impacted hundreds of families. JT was one of the people impacted. So JT, we want to give you some time to just tell the people how you're doing, where you are. Of course, let me say this. If you have a small business, you have a church, you have a school, you have any type of entity, and you are not being branded by the brand master,
ambassador,
you need to definitely
then you're
check
not being
him
branded.
Not being branded.
So even some of the orgs that are viewing today, if you want to upgrade, Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. If you want to upgrade your look, if you like what you see with the I Win Morning Show, with I Steam, with I Win, with Lily's Foundation,
with Just
you
Tanya
need to check out
justtanya.com.
Yes, tell them again one time, Tanya.
With Just Tanya at www.justtanya.com.
Lead right. It's so many we can name, but make sure you get connected. So, okay, JT, we're going to give you a little time to just update the people on where you are, how they can connect with you, and how life is going with you after the fire.
I was waiting for the orchestra to play behind him when the Barry White. Raymond, I can't. What song is that?
It was a Barry White. I'm sorry. I forgot how young you are.
He ain't giving us no updates. Praise the Lord.
Come on with the updates, sir.
Morgan got to warm up his old. It's in the fellowship hall. Somebody help me. I'm sorry.
This sounds like we just finished and I'm standing there sweating from preaching and they got chicken frying in the fellowship hall.
Chicken would be great this morning.
Tanya's already outside preparing the plate because the pastor's coming and she need to get her plate saved for her kids.
Thank you. With the foil and the plastic
bag. Because she going to always fix
telling everybody that I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat.
She going to fix some plates for some children. And I'm going to be like, the seniors have got to eat first, but I'm going to also be serving the food. So you're going to have to pray for me.
Got to eat. But no, thank y'all so much for inviting me on. So glad to be here. And thank you for the opportunity to chat when my apartment caught on fire a month ago. And great things have been happening. Support has been giving. I'm still getting the support from family and friends. So I'm very appreciative of that. It really pays to sow your time, effort, and energy into people. Because looking at certain people who may not have been as fortunate, I can really say it wasn't just God, but it was the people that I spent time supporting and connecting with over the years. When they say, "Hey, you've been this for us for how many years? Now let us be this to you." That lets me know that once you sow something into someone, it's there. Just you have to allow time for it to reap. So excited! I'm in my new place. Funny part is I moved in a month on the dot when the fire started, so I did not catch that until I talked to somebody else. The great thing is that I'm able to still control most of this stuff from the back end. So we're going to pull from this gospel organ and shift real quick. Because I don't know what that was, but it was like it was following me, and that was not the plan. But there's no offering time. We're not going to go there. From
there
that,
is an offering though. If you would like to give it to JT, we will. We do still have.
We always are raising an offering. I just was about to say, now, hallelujah.
Come on, well, you're in the black church when you at choir rehearsal, they do an offering. I thought we came to sing.
I don't know about choir rehearsal. Maybe dudes at choir rehearsal, but not just like pass the collection
these
plate.
New churches do an offering every time y'all get together, baby.
Every time they come together, that's what they want to do. But
I will say this though: at least the old church built churches and schools. I gotta give them that. That's all I'm gonna say. Hallelujah.
Yeah, but all things are well. Excited, and again, if you all want to connect, just hit me up. My Instagram, Facebook is on my profile name, so definitely come and let's connect. That's about it.
Awesome, and that is I am JT. He is the brand master, y'all. It is phenomenal, amazing. You see all these gadgets and things happening on the show, and that's what technology does for you. Now, listen, this episode is closing us out for the year. We're getting ready for 2024. And of course, we brought on the brand master to talk about branding and building your brand, but also marketing. Tanya in the T highlighted what's happening in a lot of places overseas, and it's a lot happening overseas in several areas, specifically the Middle East and Africa, from the Congo and from the bongos with Cardi B. I want to say this: anything that we like, anything that we share, it impacts our brand. And so we're talking about how are you investing in building your brand for 2024, but also the impact of social media. And how does social media impact what we do professionally, spiritually? How does it represent our personalities, our personas, what we, subscribe to, what we believe in, all of those things. So it's not just simply, I shared something and I like something, but it is a huge, huge impact on everything that we do. So we're talking about branding. We're talking about getting ready for the new year and the impact of social media on all of that. Now, JT, hey Tanya, hey Professor, I love you. That's my cousin. Jay, we love you. Now listen, guys, if you're viewing, of course, please drop in the comment section, what was your biggest win for 2023? JT, I want to go to you first and just allow you to kind of give us, I love to give the people some context, right? Like when we talk about marketing, people think like, this is for business owners. You may have a church, but people automatically think business. Why is marketing important to the everyday person?
So real quick, two things. Well, one thing, two spaces. I want to give y'all the difference between branding and marketing, and I'm going to do it in very, very simple terms. And this is what I coined at my company. Branding is what people see. Marketing is how they see it, right? So branding is the experience. it's the look, it's the feel, it's the colors, it's my pleasure. When you say thank you, my pleasure, that's a branding tactic. But marketing is the strategy. It's the metrics. It's the analytics. It is the target market. It is specific ways of doing certain things, using different channel advertisement to get that experience to the people, right? So being able to know that there is a difference. And my point of reference is sometimes we do either one of those before we do another. And my strategy of what I feel is your best route is to establish your branding first before you go into the marketing side, because you don't want to market something that's not a great experience when the people come in, because there are so many places that we can say the marketing was phenomenal, but once they had that experience, they chose not to come back, or they didn't want to put their money that way. But then there are also places that have great experiences, great flavors. Let's say a restaurant, great food, and they don't do any marketing, but because of word of mouth and the experience was wonderful, the word will still be able to get out there. So I would always empower people to establish your foundation of who you are and what's the story that you're telling the people. Because we live in a society now to where it's easier to catch a fake than it is to really stand on what's true. And a lot of brands, a lot of what people are putting on social media is not their true selves. Yeah. It's just to get the likes, just to get the feel, just to get the flows. And that's wonderful. Guess what? Your numbers may grow. You may get some coins off of it. But here's the thing. I believe in longevity. I believe in consistency, because communities grow when you're consistent. But if you are putting out a fake or a false branding advertisement, it will catch up with you. And those numbers that you had, I do believe, will fall, and you have to find a way. You can always tell people whose branding is not solid is because they're always changing their story, their narrative. They're trying to figure out what's going to match, what's going to connect. If you change your brand 2 to 3 times this year, stop and really ask yourself, okay, who's my market? What am I doing? So that the story that I am telling the people is consistent and they won't catch me up in a lie. You know?
That's good. So, yeah. That's good. You helping the people this morning. Tanya,
you gotta help the folks.
You said, I want you to, if you could go back, and I'm going to type it in the comments, because it was very simple what you said initially when you said you wanted to distinguish between the two.
Between branding and marketing, because I also have a question about that.
It needs to go on a t-shirt. So say it again. I'm gonna type it in the comments.
Branding is what people see. Marketing is how they see it.
Yeah.
Branding is the look, the experience. Marketing is the strategy. It's the information of taking who you are and putting it into that particular place. Because here's marketing. Tanya, let's say Tanya has her head rags and her glasses. We know that to be when you see her, something's going to be on her eyes and something's going to be on her head. That's her branding. That's her look. Well, how do we market that? Well, we find women who love head rags, who love wearing glasses. That's a strategy right there.
It's a head wrap. It's not a rag, baby. We're not in
head rag. Okay. Head wrap.
Like I knew she was gonna say that. I was like,
I know we are still slave. Look, I know that there are still some remnants of slavery, but baby, we have elevated back to queen.
Listen,
a gay lay or a head wrap, honey. I know it's early. I just want you to get.
I'm from Alabama, and you know we said rag real quick, and we knew it. Like when you say, go get that rag and wash your face, you mean washcloth? It's very cross, pollinated.
Okay, I'm going to give you going back to our country roots, because my grandmama used to say rag.
Get that rag.
Why you got that rag on your head? They will say that. They still help us, please.
Baby, a do-rag. Baby, this is not a do-rag, baby. This is...
Tanya, you come on up to Abernathy Towers today at noon for the senior holiday party, and I bet you that one of those seniors is going to say, oh, baby, that's a nice rag that you got on your head. I love it. I know. They just... God bless us. God bless seniors, and God bless this moment.
And I'm going to say nothing back, but yes, ma'am, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Because they're going to be like, oh, I love that rag. I got to get me one. Look like what I wipe my car off with. That's what they would say. Praise the Lord. Mm-hmm. God got that. We thank God for these moments of laughter, though, because you need laughter. You can't be black in America in this world without laughing.
Come on.
But yes, JT, you laid it out, baby. We need a ebook or something, honey. Because I mean, from the Grandmaster. Come on now. I believe in
We
this new
working on it.
space. I am calling
Listen.
forth for a document
Come
to come
on.
from this experience before
Yes.
24 is out and what it has taught you,
Yes.
and an ebook of what you just laid out and what you do so well, a curriculum or something. Amen. All right.
Amen. Boom. Oh, we working on it. And I'll let people know. I'll be doing a live end of this week. So follow me, please, say, because I want to catch people up. People have been asking, what is going on? I want to catch them up, and I just want to share, just like you said, the things that I've learned from this experience, because it's so crazy to hear something so tragic, but still see God in it. And it's a fight, because I'm fighting what I should be feeling and how I should be acting to what's really going on. Because every moment that I want to be down and I say I don't have, before I can say I don't have, somebody says, here it is. And I have to be like, okay, but wait, shouldn't I be like going in, like just crying? Every time that I should be, something will show up to say, no, I got this. Just walk this thing out. So I want to share and talk to people. And it's kind of like you said, let people know what's going on, how 2024 is looking. Because I'm excited. I'm excited about 2024. And I'm excited about what you all are doing here. So
baby, I'm excited too. The Phoenix of Atlanta, the symbol is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. So every time that there is a fire, when there is a storm, when there is a tragic event, you can bet your bottom dollar, baby, that there is a sunrise and a rainbow pot of gold at the end of it. And I love the fact of you being who you are. Woo! Just prevails because you're okay. You don't have to see it that way. You see it the way it's coming to you. And out of tragedy comes great things many times. And so you feel what you feel when you feel it. But because you have been such a blessing to so many, then it is your time to be blessed. And sometimes as people of color, we're so used to having to cling to the tragic outcome or that storyline, we often don't understand and feel that we are more than worthy of the blessings and the good things that are bestowed upon us. So you are worthy, my love. I've seen you and watched you grow. I've been blessed by your work, and I've seen you bless others. So we
just gonna have a revival right here, live on this show.
I'm sorry, but
I almost in that moment, I almost forgot. My hand almost went up.
Listen, let me tell you something, y'all. One of the hardest things that I had to really sit with is if a farmer never reaps his harvest, the next season he won't be able to plant because he'll still have a land full of spoiled over harvest. And this season in my life, one of the hardest things that I had to do, y'all, was to receive help, because we get so independent, we get so strong that when it's time for us to reap, we're not even reaping because we're still trying to plant. There has to come a time where you have to reap what you planted into other people, because if not, the land that you've been given, you won't even be able to sow because you have nothing but overstock. And usually if crops stay out too long, they spoil. So I don't want to land of spoiled things because I did not take time to reap what I put in. So that's been one of my biggest things of learning and going into receiving help. When y'all ask me what you need, I really tell you what I need and not look crazy or try to come up, with another reason. So, yeah.
I just want to honor that and acknowledge that, JT, because people need to hear that. A lot of times when you are in the lead, you're leading the business, you're leading your household, you're leading yourself. First of all, it takes a lot to lead yourself.
Yeah.
Because I just know the life that I live. I know that I love black people. Black people get on my nerves. I love white people too. Their ancestors and their actions get on my nerves. Everybody get on my nerves. However, the dog, sometimes the tree is doing something. You on my nerves. I get it. Like, I'm a human, right? Acknowledging that and being able to take a step back and say, but I also can be in a vulnerable state to say, I need this community. I need support. I need someone to help lift me up is a very humbling thing, but it also is such a mirror of our character. Now, I stated that to say that this brother, even while on the show, is donating to Lily's Foundation. $100, just like that. Like, hey, I want to buy this to support the foundation, to kick us off in a powerful way. And even in the midst of tragedy, he's doing that. And I think it speaks to the character that we have as individuals on this show. And it also is an example of what others can do. Just because you're going through something does not mean that you cannot be a blessing to other people. And now we're talking about blessings, and look at this major blessing that just showed up from the New York City, all the way live. Dr. Danny.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
Hey, Doc.
Morning. Hi,
This has made my spirit so happy.
How you doing?
I'm good, honey. I'm in my happy place in the New York City airport.
I'm so jealous. So jealous.
Look, Dr. Dana, we're gonna have to go ahead and do this right quick, boom, because let me tell you, we have been.
And she got her chinchilla around her neck too. I'm done.
Hello.
Hello. Around. Now I know our nephew is not with you, so we are sending love to him right now. He probably
where's our nephew?
Though.
He's dealing, honey. He's dealing.
He having a good little time. But listen, boom, we got to go ahead and bring Dr. Danny Speaks right now to the people. He is live. Dr. Danny, we're so glad to have you on. I know you are traveling, so it's great to hear from you and see you as we close out the year. So tell us your special message. Bring us we are waiting for our affirmation.
Look, let me tell you something. I ain't got no affirmation. My affirmation is you just do what you got to do to make it through the day. Do what you got to do to make it through the day. That's the affirmation, and you can do it. If you set your mind to it, you can do it, honey. Because our show was trying not to get on this plane in this storm. But guess what? I got here.
Yeah, safely, seriously. And we're so thankful for that, because these storms are not, the storms of life are raging. Yes. Hallelujah.
Okay. We're safe in his arms.
Church up in here this morning. So you came on through with a good word. And also one of our early cheers that we learned, baby, do what you can, do what you got to do.
You got to do it. Yeah.
You gotta do it. Yeah, look, we got folks on here who are testimonies. Look at Brother JT, honey. You set your mind to it, you can do it.
Yes.
Come on, Farouk. Yes, I love y'all.
While we have you on, I'm gonna ask you this right quick. What is a win for you this year?
There's a lot. I have a lot of wins, I must say, because I've been determined to win all year. I will say my biggest win would be. Oh, geez, this is hard, y'all. My biggest win. Huh?
It could be a win.
Win.
Not your beat. Yes.
Well, that big win might be I'm still here and didn't hurt nobody. That part.
That was actually two. I'm still here and I didn't hurt nobody.
And I ain't hurt nobody in the process.
Oh Lord, I'm almost
Namaste.
Oh no, but I'll say a big win for me was I really did a lot of decluttering, mental, emotional, and physical decluttering. Like literally, that spring cleaning has happened all year round. So I have purged a lot. It doesn't help that I watch Hoarders Buried Alive, but it does, at the same time, like every time I look at the rooms that are being cleaned, you understand that when you clean your environment, your brain kind of like gets decluttered too.
Yeah.
So major decluttering to make room for blessings for 2024.
I love it.
That was my goal. Huge blessings in 2024. Mm-hmm.
I will say that I have seen that on you, your aura, your spirit, your energy, that bright light that I've always known you to be. Coming out of the little season, the storm, and you and I have talked about losing a parent, and I see that, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yes.
As you continue to grow and shine your light even brighter. So I see you, sis.
I love you. Thank you. Yes. Come on, little light shine.
You know what song?
Yes, little light.
It was the one from Disney with Tyra Banks, that lifestyle movie. Shine bright, shine star. Who you are, who you
Okay.
live, where you are, be a star. You ever
Oh
heard that song?
yes.
Okay, we love
Yeah.
it though. And you made it
Okay.
churchy, so you better bring the. You better save Disney.
The two of y'all
Bring salvation
make
for
some
Disney.
churchy.
Don't do it.
Churchy
You
Disney.
can't have it.
You can have an international choir at Disney now. Get these people. You'll have them singing, and you talk about a time in the Lord. You'll have them singing in every language. From I'm sorry,
Not every
the
language.
frogs.
Stupid.
And you know Disney love nature, so the animals, the trees, the wind would be
What?
everything would be doing something, singing. Anyway,
Well, you know, they wind be having a voice in it. That's why I don't go over there. The wind blow by, be like, "How you doing?" Wait, what? Who was
God
that?
is
Just the magical
amazing.
kingdom.
Like I'm
Can't
speaking
do
in every which way. I'm gonna speak through the cat, the dog, the water is
I'm
talking.
waving at the people
Everybody
that's behind Dr. Dan, and they keep looking into
waving
the
at the
screen. How you doing? Good to
Hey,
see
y'all.
you. How you
Like, oh, we
doing?
live on the air.
Good
They
to see
picking up who she
you.
talking to.
We online.
Right.
That's us.
Just the people.
She
Y'all,
looking
I
important.
know,
They
listen.
trying to figure out if they know her and who she is, baby, because she looking important.
Come
The
on.
glasses,
Right.
she rap, she
They
on camera. They
if
trying to
Kamala
see
Harris,
something,
we
baby.
just
They
saw her
trying to
in
see
Atlanta
something.
and she's traveling. Yes, they will. They will say, oh. Then you'll be like, no, I'm Dr. Danny. Like, oh, Dr. Danny from Ohio? They're gonna be like, they're gonna find a way. People will
They
find
gonna
a way
find
to
a
know
way.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
They have
y'all.
to.
You should have put an I Win Morning Show T-shirt on her so they could and where they could check in.
Right.
Tanya, great way to just kind of make our petition known, honey.
Yeah, that's talking about
Make the
marketing
petition
and
known.
branding right there. T-shirts and mugs.
Yes,
We've
honey.
been talking about it, but it's
The
gonna
Lord said,
come.
write
I
a vision
win.
and make it plain.
Yeah, I win
Yeah.
everything. I win in everything.
I win.
Wonderful.
I win. All right. Dr.
JT,
Danny,
that
we
was
love you.
good.
I'm so glad that
Love
you
y'all
made
too.
it and you were able to be on with us today.
Be safe.
Yes. Merry
Stay warm.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Oh.
Christmas. Happy New Year. We will see you when we
Yeah.
return in January, not on January the
Yeah.
1st.
Not on the
because
first
Yeah,
day.
you are.
You know that.
that is a big day. Not just because it's the 1st of January,
That's what it's.
but it's a big day. Yeah, we did see that too. So, Dr. Danny,
You
happy
saw it.
birthday in advance.
Yay!
Yes,
Thank
those great things.
you.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. Well, I'll see y'all on the other side.
Yes,
Okay.
on the other side of the next year, not the other side of the side.
That's-
Hallelujah.
No, not on the other side of through. No.
Yeah, not the other side, but
Okay.
the other side of the
Alright.
year. We love you.
Love
Love
you.
y'all too.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Happy New Year.
I can't get
Okay.
off.
Oh Lord, it's okay. She's like, I can't get out. Listen, y'all, we are at the end of the year. This is our last show. We are having such a great time with everybody. I hope that if you are at work, this show has made you laugh because you ain't always got to walk away. Now, we did preach. We did give you guys some good words so far, but we gave you lots of laughter, good moments of laughter. Now, we talked about tragedy. We've been in revival. JT has even taken us to school because he educated us on branding and marketing. Now, I've got to take us here. What is one of the funniest moments of this year for you? Now, you can also, if you're watching this live, we love a good funny moment. So please put that moment inside of the comment section. I'm incorporating laughter because sometimes we get really caught up in the what's good and what's bad. Sometimes things don't really have to be good or bad. They can really just be funny. They can be indifferent. You can have gray areas in life. And so what are some funny things that happened this year that just takes you back and it brings you joy? Does anybody have a moment of laughter that they want to share?
Ooh. So much happens. I know this in my mind of funny stuff. I can't even pinpoint.
The 4-year-old grandson, my grandbaby that just turned 4, keeps me laughing in funny moments. So we were building Legos, and he wanted me to make a garage. I make great garages for the cars that he builds. And I think I got a little bit too into it. And then I said, no, that's yours over there. I got my blocks over here. And he said, yeah, Toys are not for you, adult. It's for children.
Come on.
It's sorry.
Come on. Yeah.
I love a good
Got
stage
to
story.
balance it out.
And my mom was present when I tell you she was over there trying to hold her chuckle, and then she flat fell out laughing, and then called my children to tell them. It was funny though the way he said it, but he said you getting a little bit too beside yourself. Toys are for children, baby. You long past a child. I was like, okay.
Did you stop playing with the toys?
I want to let him have it, and then I left and went in my room like a child. And then he said, and then he came and told me he was sorry, and could I come back and play with him? I said, not right now. I'm watching my shows.
Oh,
that is
so got up and went and played with it.
But that was the only child that came out. Now I did let him come in there, and I don't usually let him play in my bed, and I let him play in my bed so I could watch my show. And we played, and I got about 5 Legos. I didn't get the 25 that I had before. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I am so dramatic. The kids love to play with me because we're gonna play all kind of old school games, but we can't really get too far because church gonna come up and everything we do. One time Lily was like, "Oh no, are you gonna start talking to God again?" And I was like, "I'm always talking to God." First of all, if you know me, you know I'm gonna be talking to God out loud and listening to Whitney. So they already know what's gonna happen. If they hear Whitney, they already know. Let me get my blanket. Let me get a fan. Let me get some water and some paper towels. It's just gonna be a time. When you get in the spirit and you go on out and then they bring you some water and they have a sheet and they go ahead and they just know what to do. They know what to do. Yeah, I mean, they know that we'll start listening to Whitney, and I'll be like, now this is what you call singing. I'll be in, and then I'll be in for real, and then they'll just be like, wow. But it just happens like that, and they love it though because they love Whitney. Who Whitney? You got to train up a child in the way that they should go, and if they don't,
need the nieces first.
When people don't love Whitney, I get nervous because I'm like, you got to
get upset.
I mean, she's okay.
Yeah. I got to train them up. Now, I might not could get them to church, but sometimes you got to bring the church. So I just bring them to church, and no better way than to bring them through Whitney.
Baby Jaworski said a church come up and all they do at home. He said, Lord, my kids are so churchy. Baby, they can come on this
show. Follow this brother. Listen, y'all know I am all about marketing. This is this brother's book right here. You see his name at the top, and you see his comment. Boom.
Your name better be behind the rays of sunshine from the
Discovering the God in You. Now, when he does part 2 of his book, he's going to be contacting the brand master JT because we going up another level. But yes,
all I heard was, it's the God in you. I know it's the God in you.
Speaking of them, her daughter is at Spelman, and they just showed a clip of the Spelman.
I didn't know that.
She was singing down. She was singing heaven down, up, and around. Because it came down, it came up, it went around. Yeah, she sings now. The daughter sings too.
Is it Erica's daughter?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Baby, also Angelina Jolie's daughter is there. Somebody else's famous daughter is at Spelman right now.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of famous daughters at Spelman. Now, everybody don't want y'all to know that they daughter. They don't want y'all to know, but it's
I think some of the Godfathers, their sons are at Morehouse. I think, isn't Kurt Franklin one of his kids somewhere?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I was going to say FAMU. I was trying to, Lord, something was getting ready to come out my spirit, and I had to stop myself because I remembered that we're live. Help us, guys. But I was going to say that FAMU has a lot of alumni. I love y'all because you probably know what I was going to say, but there are a lot of celebrities, kids at FAMU, and Howard, and Hampton,
and Clark Atlanta.
Yeah, and the
Clark Atlanta University.
Yeah, Mars Brown. We throwing y'all in the mix too because let me tell you, Mars Brown.
All the AU Center schools have very famous alumni. Let me tell you, we laughed at the graduation because, baby, when they said they would start at 2:00 at Georgia State, what time did they start?
2.
At 2:00. So many of us in the audience went to PWIs. Went to HBCUs. Baby, they started at 2 and they were done by 3:50, and it was a 500 graduating, over 500. We said, first of all, that's not going to happen at the HBCU because any and every famous person that graduated from there. And the speech is a eulogy, an obituary, a congratulation. When, baby, there is a speech of all speeches.
Biography.
There is a biography. There is a who's who in the audience. So, baby, no. At a PWI, they like, I don't know who is here. If they're not on this diocese, it don't matter. And we're gonna we're gonna run it, and y'all out the door. Y'all can read it in that nice commencement guide that we gave you. Let us call these names. Let us turn these tassels and shake these hands, and y'all go with God or whoever y'all going with. Okay. So
did y'all get the screen?
Yeah, we did. No, we don't holler out names out before all of that. No, we did a screen when they did the conferring of the degree. We did.
Oh, okay.
We don't, all that hollering out. We don't do that. All that blurting out.
Oh, see, that's why I like it, because
you like the hollering, and you got to hear one person named, and they got to. That would take all day.
No, we have to be respectful of everyone in the building. Yeah. We are not hollering out individual names.
Yeah. When you see him walk across the stage, you do your shout. You do everything.
You know what we've been through. I almost fainted, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I know, because really, you just be like, wow, for this moment, we got, like, yes, we did
and then Sage hollered out while it was quiet. Can we go home now?
That's it. He needs, that's it. I like that carrying on.
I almost screamed at that because I'm like, I know you right.
And my arm was hurting. I couldn't reach back there and grab that ankle. As I never spanked him, but baby, he was about to get that church pinch, but I couldn't get back there.
I wish my family was like that, where they can have that testimony. They've never spanked me. I wish they could say that, but they can't say that.
But it depends on what you did to get a spanking. Because I also was the grandchild who they didn't have to spank me because why? I mean,
really.
No, they did.
Now,
my daddy, on the other hand, now that's a different question because that's a different
Daryl
conversation.
Had to beat you. Mm-hmm.
That's a different conversation.
So JT, really quickly, do you have a funny moment? Merry Christmas, Dana.
Yes, Dana.
Merry Christmas.
See you in the new year. Thank you for joining us this morning.
I can't think of a funny moment. Like, it's always something happening every day with me. Like, I
got one for you.
Good, though.
On your behalf.
What?
That darn birthday party, baby, was hilarious.
Baby.
This brother gonna come up with a theme. Let me tell you, if you need a theme for your birthday, for your event, JT, we need to rebrand the Allen Luau for the Lily's Foundation. And I know I'm talking about this on live, but it's okay. But we need to rebrand that. So think about some names for us. But yeah, if you need a name for your birthday party, your event, let me tell you, this is the Brandmaster theme party.
Well, listen,
you ain't seen one unless you've been to his.
Well, I'm gonna be. That's part of one of the things I'm gonna release. Let y'all know. This year, leap year is here in 2024.
Yes,
so I turned 9 years old on the 29th.
Yes,
and I'll be 36 legally, but 9 years old, like legitly, right? And what we're going to do is, it's on a Thursday, I'm going to launch my podcast called Act Out. I'll tell y'all more about that coming up. Yeah, it's going to be a live podcast party. I want y'all to be on and connect so y'all will get more information. But we're going to do that because I want everyone to connect, come together and do something because it's the 29th. Like, it's literally the day that I was brought into this earth, and all the doctors said, hold on, he's walking out. And I walked out, I said, hey,
you was born you must have been 9 when you were born, and if you walked
yeah, if you walked out, you were probably 9 in.
I said,
we don't know though.
Okay, and then she came and cuffed me up, and I told my mama, I'll be back. They can go wash me up. It wasn't like the bad scene in Coming to America. It just, we went into royalty. And then when I got back into my mama's arms, I started just wham going in. Yeah, you got to let the people know this is who I am. Huh? Hallelujah.
So you 9 years old. Well, now on the 29th, speaking of Camille, I'm going to be on Camille's show on the 29th.
Yes.
And I said, I chose that day because this JT birthday. I was so shocked when I saw it. I was like, His actual
Wait, you're going to
birthday.
be on live on my birthday?
Yeah, I'm going to be
I'm
on
gonna
Camille's
be on
show
the
live.
podcast with you though, baby, on the 29th.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I
you,
will.
Tanya.
We're only on for a certain time. It's not all day. It's not all day.
Okay. Well,
not
how
all
about
day.
this? I'll see you step out, and we know that you're going to get on the show, and then you can come back in. We'll do that. Just
But we
put your
might can do
finger
the show
up.
at the party.
What
Oh.
party?
The podcast?
No, the party is the show. Like
The
it's all one.
podcast is the party. It's
Right,
a
that's-
party
yeah.
cast.
Podcast, yeah. It's still
Party
a party.
cast, huh?
What are
yeah,
we
it
wearing?
is.
Anyway,
Like
we
that
won't get into
marketing.
all the logistics. But let me tell
Yeah.
you, JT is the brand master. He is the guy behind all
How
of the
can we
things.
reach you,
that see.
JT? Could you tap that in the comments real quick for the people before we go off?
At
Yes,
I am
the
JT.
easiest way. I'm gonna send y'all my website. Y'all just go to the website. You can schedule some time and
You
connect.
can actually go
from
to
there.
educationalentities.com and get connected to JT as well. Yes, you can. Because you can get connected to everybody.
Huh? It's the
Yeah.
connector. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you earlier about the analogy that you gave about branding and marketing. And I thought to myself, I was like, so is this basically like branding and marketing do they go together like Jesus and the Holy Spirit? Like you can know Jesus, but if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you don't really know. Is that close? Is that in the same area? That's what I thought about when you were talking.
This is the churchy Albion on the show this morning.
If you are wanting to increase your influence, your connections, and have money, they go together. If not, you don't have to have marketing. You can just be an experience, be a moment. You don't have to, but here's the thing. If what you're doing that is here's the truth. Most of us have a brand because we have a way of doing things that is signature to who we are. And you never have to have a website. Yeah, there's certain way that we do things. We wear clothes, we speak, we use certain jargons, things of that sort. That establishes some type of identifier with who you are. So you can have branding without marketing, but if you're looking for growth, if you're looking for expansion, you're looking for influence, you're looking to get that bank account to grow, you not only need marketing, you need branding, and one is the same. And I would suggest that you do branding first, then go to marketing. But
so that does actually indeed answer my question, because you can know Jesus, but if you really want to be fruitful, you got to have the spirit to go out. See, that's what something was connecting in my brain. I was like, but you need to go forward and produce something, and that's why you need both. So I like that. I'm glad that you broke that down again, because I also wanted to bring back to the conversation that we're centering the power of branding ourselves in the next year. What we do also impacts our brand. Now, guys, listen, I just realized that we just gonna have such a good time, and we just gonna talk our little selves into the next hour.
Yeah.
But it is time for us to end the last show of 2023, but not of the season, because we will be returning on Monday, January the 8th at 7:15 for the new year, after New Year's Eve, after New Year's Day, after Dr. Danny's birthday, but right before Dr. King's birthday. We're going to be on talking about, have you had a dream, and are you going to make it a reality? I don't know, but we're going to see if we're going to do something different in 2024. Let's end the show in a very positive yet upbeat, uplifting way. What were some of the best moments of this year that you guys would like to share with us? I'm giving you some time to also think, just moments that you were like, wow, I'm just really thankful. Moments where you may have seen growth, moments that you were like, oh my God, I wrote this in January, and look at March 2nd, and boom, it's happened. So if you're watching live, please also share. But JT, Tanya, let us know as we close out this show for the year. What were some things that really blessed you that you want to share with people?
Just honestly, just seeing the growth of my family and friends around me. I can really say this year has been a year that I've seen my friends do it. do what they say they're going to do, put out what they say they're going to put out, and following through and finding themselves. So many people say a lot, but to do it, I think that has been a phenomenal thing for this year for me. So, yeah.
I love that. That sounds like an answer I would give too. So I was like, look at me rubbing off on
Oh, okay.
Yes. Tanya.
Starting off the year with a big move, and then January 17th of last year, I left education, 20-year career. I have not regretted that, making that decision, a part of the great resignation on the tail end of that. It gave me my life back, and I'm so grateful for that time to spend with my mother, who's 84, my grandson, my children, my friends, and you all have seen it, just a happier, more balanced me. And that led to my mom moving into a new space. Honey, she is in a space with seniors and loving it. My mother had some challenges with her health during COVID. She is so vibrant and alive now, and it thrills my soul to know that once you start to shift, everything in your family will shift. If you're that leader in your family, and my grandson turning 4, and then I ended the year, couldn't have ended better than my youngest son graduating from college. He started Howard 3 years. He had to come home because of a family trauma, and he was severely depressed because of that, but he persevered, got back on the horse, and next is law school. So I'm just happy that when I decided to do something different and heal me from the inside out, my family also started that process, and they've been growing and prospering. And I'm so humbly grateful and thankful. And I'm thankful to all of you. JT worked with me this year to get one of my dreams in motion, and it's still in motion. We just had to slow the motion for a minute, but I'm very thankful for you, for the two of you. Those have been also, you all have been constants in my life. My community is so important to me, and I'm grateful for you all. I really,
that was beautiful. No, really.
Oh, she didn't give us a lot of tears.
Yeah,
I didn't get in you now. No.
Yeah, that's beautiful, guys. I'm really, really thankful to hear that. Here's what I need everybody to do. You see a registration link at the bottom of the screen. I really need like 4 people register right now. But let me tell you why this is so cool. I'm thankful for the National Parents Union. I too, like Tanya, shifted from being in the education space in regards to teaching and learning, and are in the education policy and advocacy space full time now. And we started this Let's Get Real town hall series, which was a goal of NPU, and we engaged hundreds of parents who are connected to NPU. One of the things that we heard throughout the whole year was special education. A lot of our children are being pushed into special education, and we said, let's elevate this conversation. Let's highlight solutions, but let's also amplify parent voices to impact policies, because a lot of Black and brown children are being pushed into special education as a way to push them further into the school to prison pipeline. So we could be talking all these things all day long, but what are we really going to do to help our community and make sure that our children are not disenfranchised? So I'm sharing all of that to say, in my own special way of always marketing and promoting, is that I'm thankful for NPU, all of the wins and successes I've seen of parents and families this year. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary with them just recently. So I'm super, super excited just about the growth that's happening, and how my voice, as a good friend of ours, Dr. Damon Riles, said a couple of years ago as we were working in Atlanta Public Schools, that your voice needs to be national doing this work. Like, she said that at a meeting we were at Douglas High School. And I was like, you know what? The last time somebody said this to me, hint, hint, it was this beautiful woman that was like, you need to be blogging and you need to be writing and sharing your stories, since the birth of educational entities, and that was Tanya. So I'm just really thankful for having people that see greater in you, but also are connected to you in a spiritual way, that they can see more than just what you physically or financially bring to the table. And that's super awesome to have. So thankful for that. Go to the registration link, register today. We went over about 10 minutes today, but we were so happy that Dr. Danny was able to join us. It's the last show of the year, y'all. We are excited. We are thankful. Be safe for the holidays. Do not forget, get your tickets for the Halloween 2024. We are all going to be there. I'm hoping that Clark Atlanta does their homecoming the 4th or the 2nd weekend.
It doesn't matter because I will be there this year, honey. I will be
listen, it's going to be from 6 to 10, so you come for a good
y'all a good old MCing. So listen.
We're going to have a good time, y'all. This year is going to really, really be a good time because we also need a space to be able to celebrate. And it brings people together. We partying for a purpose, y'all. But listen, this is the I Win Morning Show that is powered by educational entities and Lily's Foundation. So go to lilysfoundation.org, support the work that we're doing. Tanya, JT, I love y'all. This has been phenomenal. Everybody that stayed on this year, tuned in with us, make sure you subscribe to educationalentities.com. I want some confetti too. Confetti! Make sure that you subscribe to stay connected. This is a surprise for JT. The students will be returning in January for the No Cap Zone. JT just got all these little things going in the background, and I'm like, I want some confetti.
It's the Apple FaceTime. So when it sees that,
it's getting ready for the new year. That's so cool.
Look at AI taking over. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Peace and Wakanda forever. JT, give us some more confetti. I don't have any, but I would like some confetti.
I was trying to get in on yours. It don't work like that.
It don't work like that. Like, can I slide over? It won't. It's not. Oh, man, this is horrible. We win, y'all. Have a great rest of the year.
Have a winning week and the